Hello and welcome to this video. In this video though, I'm not going to talk about happy things. I'm going to talk about people who want to challenge the provisions in your will or in your trusts. And you may say, oh Megan, I have written my will and I have a non-contest clause in there wherein if that person contests my will, they're going to be deemed to have predeceased me, and so that will not happen. And I will gladly tell you that you may think it won't happen, but that person that you disinherit has no reason not to challenge your will. If you create a will and you have children and you disinherited one of them, why wouldn't they challenge your will? There's no reason for them not to. They're not going to lose a thing by doing it. They're already disinherited. Or they may say, okay, mom left me less than my brother. I don't think mom would have done that. Something must be happening with mom, and therefore I'm going to challenge the will. And that's the second scenario I want to talk about today. Most successful challenges of a will or a trust comes down to two situations. One, undue influence, and two, incapacity. So let's first talk about undue influence. What exactly it is. Undue influence is when someone has so put pressure, has so tried to convince, have an unreasonable push on that testator or on that trustor, such that their thought, their actions were not their own. And therefore you may be saying, brainwashing? No, I'm talking about an individual who may have had some mental impairment, maybe it's a stroke, whatever, that has caused their mental capacity to be inclined in such a way where they're highly suggestible, where their thoughts and their actions were not their own, but it's of that person who has influenced them. Influenced them in such a way to make an action, to do an act that is totally out of character and oftentimes against their best interest or against the best interest of their loved ones. This comes in a lot when you have healthcare workers within a home. You may have a situation wherein grandma is there, the healthcare worker comes in, suddenly the healthcare worker is the only one on the will, the old will got torn up, and this new healthcare worker has now inherited everything. I've seen a case, you may have seen it, wherein the healthcare worker got married to the elderly person, tore up that will, and now that healthcare worker is the only person that's on that will. Slam dunk, that is going to be a contested case under undue influence. Another situation where you may see is someone who lacks capacity to create a will. The capacity to create a will is different than the capacity to enter into a contract. To create a will, you don't need contractual capacity, but they have to meet the minimum capacity to create a will. And many people that I've seen that when I have to do a will challenge, there is no way that their doctor would have found that they are competent enough to have written that will. And if that's a situation where you're looking at the medical records, you see that that person didn't understand what they were doing, didn't understand what they were signing. Yes, it was notarized. Yes, it was witnessed, but that person did not have the mental capacity to really understand what's in that will. The person didn't even know who they are. Yes, that will is so going to be challenged. And it really doesn't matter the fact that there's a non-contest clause in that will. We'll see you in court, and that will be on the auction block, ready to be divided in many ways to show exactly that that will should not have been in effect in any way. Okay, so that's a situation that I want you to bring to your attention. Thank you for watching. Let me know what other issues that you have found in your life. Comment on this video. Let me know how undue influence may have affected a will in your life or for your loved ones. My name again is Megan Truick, lead estate planning attorney here with the law office of Bryan Fagan. Go ahead, click like this video and watch some more. Hello, thank you for watching our video. And because you made it to the end of that video, we're offering you our new estate planning handbook. This is a wonderful tool and I'm sure you like it. Go ahead, download the link and let's get learning together.